Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another ladder session. Today our first game is ZvZ against Serral actually. Playing an Acolyte over here. And for now, for the first couple of videos, I just want to keep the main theme as playing macro oriented. As I said before, I'm a little bit rusty, so I want to get back into the mechanical side of StarCraft as quickly as possible. Where I'll get clean injects, no supply blocks, good crew spread, all that kind of stuff, which is really important to do with Zerg. So I'll try to focus on that kind of stuff. Now, against Serral, usually that's not what I would do, but I kind of want to stick with it anyways. So we'll see how it goes. If the game is too short, we'll just play another one. Maybe I'll record two. I haven't decided yet what the ideal length of a video like this is. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. I know usually people tend to click more on videos that are 10 or 20 minutes long, but I think for StarCraft, if I record my ladder sessions, I can fit a couple more in there so you guys can let me know. What do you think of that in the comments? Are you actually more likely to click a shorter video? Or do you prefer the longer videos and then you just watch it in 2 sessions? If you only have 20 minutes, that's fine. I still watch the video, you know. So I know I myself prefer the longer videos and I watch it over multiple different times. When I learn some other esports, currently I'm playing some Dota, playing also some Overwatch with my girlfriend. So if I watch some YouTuber, I prefer having the longer gameplay footage to learn from it. It's first person. Either way. We're in a ZvZ here. This map is pretty large, I think. I think we're gonna go expand like this because this is a gold base. So this should not be a very good map for offensive gameplay. But we'll see. We'll compare the creep to see if it's a 15 hatch or... Like 15 hatch could be a link flat, but it also could be a 2 base opener. We see the extra drone going down at the exact same time as ours, which means his speed is starting at the exact same time as ours. So we don't have an edge there either. Let's take our third base. Moved out with the drone a little bit too late. Make sure not to lose Zerglings unnecessarily. That's exactly like that. Because it will make the scouting a little bit harder. There is the baiting nest. That's what we were scouting for. We'll make a couple of defensive links now. He used that quite nicely to get an extra hit on our links. I think I want to move this forward a little bit. This is the first time I'm playing as ZvZ on this map, so I still have to put active thoughts into where exactly my overlords are going, which is not good, but you should do that at some point, obviously. Yeah, let's get an Evo chamber over here in order to make scouting for him harder as well. Maybe block like this. Yep. Okay, this link is... not doing its job properly. We want to start the lair so he doesn't know exactly the timing at which we started it. We found our Zergling there as well. That's not great. Pretty sure we have 2 holes here as well, which is also not great. The overlord speed. It's 4 larvae used at once. I don't think it's an all-in though. I think it's pretty standard. Let's start expanding. Maybe let's take control of the watchtower while we're at it. That's not well microed by me. I'm relaying my injector in order to deny the scouting because it's a little bit higher priority. We misclicked there apparently.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Oh, I never took the space. It's a little bit late now, but it's okay. Okay, I thought I saw him take the other one, but apparently not. Oh, he did, okay. Yes, it's obviously taking both at the same time. We can make a couple extra drones because it all looks very normal. There's no way he will get damage done with this, yeah. He's ready. We can see maybe we can find some workers over here though. Take this. Also make sure we kill the rocks if possible. Good queen micro from him.
Mineral field depleted.
Now we are going for a quick lurker then, but theoretically you don't really want... Like you don't really need lurkers. We're gonna go Vipers first, since it's a very passive game. Is it rich gas? No, it's not. Is there rich gas here? I haven't really taken too many looks at this map. And I want to trade those away now. Right.
Mineral field depleted.
Apparently we were a little bit too greedy by not making any... by making the Vipers right away. I should have made Ravagers at first.
Our forces are under attack.
And we lost all of our Hydras, so we lost the advantage of skipping the Ravagers, like the gas units that we made, we lost right away, so that's not great.
Mineral field depleted.
We'll take this, I'm not actually planning on using it, but... That's definitely a good fight.
Mutation complete. Mineral field depleted.
I thought I abducted a Viper. Overseers is the most expensive unit I can abduct here. Let's get that gas. Let's try a run by over here.
Metamorphosis complete. The hive cluster is under attack.
We burrowed. So let's not over defend here. It's not actually that many units.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Let's just run past these spines.
Mutation complete. Our forces mineral field depleted. Metamorphosis complete.
We can't do anything here. Can't click this.
Field depleted.
Okay, I managed to do it. There is some Hydras here, so I can kill the Overlords over here on this side.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Oh, really? Okay, I had absolutely no vision of this. It's lurkers.
Hive cluster is under attack.
It all went to shit very fast, didn't it? I think the trade was not that bad, but yeah. We're in a rough spot now.
The hive forces are under attack.
It's not getting better like that. We need to take better trades. think we're dead. We're down 30 supply, but the Viper count is 3-1 and we were out of gas. So it was pretty over at this point. I think beforehand we did fine. At this point, the game is honestly fine for us. This +3 was a little bit faster than ours, that's fine. The most important factor in ZvZ is usually Viper count and gas count. This run by was good, he did nice borrowing stuff, but we were out-mining him a little bit. Now here I should have retreated towards this side. Because my units took a little bit too long. Over here. That was not good. The parasitic bomb actually dealt a lot of damage. So that was nice as well. He's on 10 gas, I'm only on 9. So we actually are mining less gas, so I guess the space... It's 9 gas, not that much worse than 10. Honestly, with the gold minerals we can fortify this with a lot of static D plus maybe a lurker or two. And then we're good. But the biggest mistake we made this game, by far, was the fact that we had no map control in the center of the map, and then he managed to siege up with lurkers. And this part of our army was completely out of position. That was really bad. At this point we have way more minerals than him, and which is much more important, we have 8 Vipers versus 4, and we have way more Hydras than him. So our army is actually better. I should be the one with the map control. Like if we take a look at the overall state at this point, you would think it's not that bad, but the moment he gets into this position, it gets very chaotic. And it's expensive to clean this up. We're 3k behind, I don't think the cleanup was too bad. For some reason I didn't clear up all the lurkers. Yeah, so resource loss-wise this was not that bad. It's a little bit annoying that I never killed this lurker. Because some of my overseers were here and the other ones were here. But resource loss-wise this is not that bad, but we lost our economy. The best course of action would probably be to just rebuild and try to play a macro game, because in ZvZ it's actually very difficult to actually finish your opponent. We can see we still have a bigger bank than him. But we lost more gas units. We lost some Vipers here. We have 40 Hydras. Our army is actually pretty good. Our position here is not as bad as I thought it was. One thing I'm definitely going to copy from him is these setups. Because you have an influx of minerals that you don't really need in late game. Because the optimal army is just Hydras and Vipers. The lurkers are mostly there, so you can't... so you force your opponent to have Viper somewhere. And so your opponent can't dive on top of your army for free. And you don't get rolled by some mass lurker all in. So having a couple of lurkers is good, but the thing that actually trades is the Hydras and the Vipers. Our army was quite good here. But yeah, I actually felt like we were in a worse position than we were. Actually, after this going down, I think it is actually pretty bad. Could have definitely dealt with this a little better. Okay, GG. Let's try another one. Alright, so our second opponent of the day is going to be a Terran. Which will be interesting to see how it goes on this map. I'm pretty new to those maps, even though I played the map contest and I've played a couple of tournaments on it before the map pool came out. So I'm not entirely sure what maps are good for Zerg yet and what maps aren't good for Zerg. Usually, even if I played a bunch of them, I don't try to judge that early on. One of the things that always makes a map good or bad for Zerg is well, rush distance against Terran is a big deal. The longer the rush distance, usually the better it is for Zerg. And then it is how many paths do you have to attack the initial 4 or 5 bases from Terran. Because Terran late game usually is a little bit better from Zerg, so you need to keep their economy down. That's the way that Zerg compensates for usually trading worse in late game. That's why Grassvan, even though it was not the smallest map ever, was a map that we ended up even first vetoing at some point. A lot of the top Zergs ended up doing so, simply because they felt like they were forced into a bad late game situation, which is basically an even late game situation for Zerg. That's pretty bad. Another thing that we want to look at is, okay, if I take this as my third, Which fourth base do I want to take? And are there any fourth bases where tank pushes, the initial tank pushes would be very difficult to defend? So let's say this is my fourth. I don't think a tank fits in here. Tank would be here. That's kind of an annoying spot. Let's say this is my fourth. Could put a tank right here. I think this actually doesn't look that bad of a fourth. It is towards the Terran, which is something you usually don't really want to have. This is my fourth. This is a tank spot, an obvious one. Behind the rocks is an obvious tank spot. I'm gonna try taking this as my fourth, and then this looks open enough that I should be able to clear tanks there. At the same time, I can expand here, but this should never be your okay, it's 2x Reaper, by the way. This should never be your plan A. Oh, he's so fast. Our base is pretty far away, but we went for an early third base, which makes killing it a lot harder for him. The speed is not that important in that case. We just gotta make sure we're not out of position against those Reapers. And preferably you wanna dodge the grenades, because whenever you get grenaded, the Reapers get a couple of hits completely for free. I put that down a little bit too early. We lost the queen, so let's try to remake it. Oops, I thought I was being supply blocked, but the hatchery finished up. Always focus fire the Reapers that already are a little bit low HP. When they were out of the fight for a while, they do begin healing, so in order to force them to stay away, you can always attack those to refresh the cooldown on their healing ability. We didn't really see the follow-up, so we're gonna go in again to scout, or at least we're gonna try to do so. He's very adventurous, being still out on the map. It is a 3cc opener. Widowmine drop, okay. So we can take a third base ourselves. Usually this will be followed up by a fast double medevac drop with stim. So there's gonna be a Widowmine drop into one of our, probably our natural or domain. You don't really need spores against this either. The spores help killing the Widowmines before they... blow off, so a spore here would have definitely helped, but it's not super necessary. We want to get +1 carapace up as fast as possible. Because of the new baiting nerf, if you got a +1 carapace and the Marines don't shoot at the same time, at the exact same time, the baitings will regen 1 HP, basically. Here's the fast double medevac drop. I was being supply blocked, so we lost more queens than necessary. But we catch all of those, and that's good. Whenever you lose a lot of queens, in order to get them back, you can just start a new queen and bring all of your queens forward as well. All of your injured queens should transition into becoming true queens. Now, even though I didn't have exactly a lot of workers, I think we're actually in a very good spot at this point. Because this build order, Cure popularized it, and Maru. This build order actually lacks additional production for a very long time, so you can, after defending this first wave of aggression, drone up very, 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 very heavily compared to how it usually goes, because the third to fifth Rex are extremely late. So defend this a little bit. Take the space. This is not a good trade. We definitely get one of the medevacs, so it actually becomes a decent trade. Whenever you accidentally hotkey all of your hatcheries with your main army, you can just press 4 Alt 4. This is something that I didn't. Well, if 4 is your hatchery hotkey, you just press the hatchery hotkey and then you press Alt and then the hatchery hotkey again. So it steals the hatcheries from your other hotkeys. It's a very simple fix. He's not siege, so this is why we go, even though we're slightly off creep. Kill 2 of the tanks, come back. There's a second wave of banelings. He's gonna siege forward because he thinks we're weak, and then we go again. Yep. Completely unsieged once again. At this point, we have more than enough over here to kill all his marines, I thought, but there's reinforcements arrived, so let's not be too cocky. Go back for a second. He's still only at 1-1 upgrades. This is a fantastic trade for us. Once again, we lost a lot of queens, so we remake them instantly. We make one infestor for banter, because we can do that now. Doesn't require any. Oh, he's once again unsieged. Oh my god, I thought I clicked exactly here. Okay, that was a bad trade because all the banelings. You don't need to focus fire if all the banelings are at the front. A simple A move will automatically kill all of them. Can kill those medevacs. Not bad value for a fungal. You don't need to hope for the monster fungal every time. Even just any value is always appreciated. So now we want to go flank his army with approximately half of our units. Oh, don't engage too early. Attack whatever you can. It should be good enough to win the game. We're on a very high drone count at this point. Getting 3-3 for the Lings and the Banes. He's still making tanks, so there is no real transition. We can just keep making Hydra Ling Bane ourselves. Our crew spread needs a little bit of assistance here.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
There's gonna be tank setup here, isn't there?
Our forces are
Or actually isn't.
depleted.
We can catch it. We should have a massive army advantage now, because we took good fights. Which we should be able to transition into a winning engagement. Preferably wherever his most exposed base is. We just tried to kill his planetary, so let's check
Mineral field.
where that base is. He actually does us the favor and engages into our army, which is obviously very good for us, because then he has to run way more than if he already was set up. And we win the game relatively easily. So this was the obvious fourth base location, but in case he was already taking a fifth, it would have been better to attack the fifth. That's why I sent some Zerglings around here. In order to check, but generally, if your opponent plays this aggressive with the marine tanks, like he did, is very committed. This one was an Atrax. What was it? Yeah, it's an Atrax. And yeah, all you need to do is take good engagements. You can honestly drone really, really hard against an opener like this. If you don't take any damage, you can make a lot of units at first at around 63. Drones is what I like to do on 5 gas. You can, if you're uncertain, you can even go 4 gas, 60 drones, make a lot of links to be ready for the double medevac drop. That double medevac drop plus the second prong hits really hard usually. Sometimes they even split off the Reapers for a third prong. Usually it's actually with a couple of Hellions. It's I think 4 Hellions, 3 Reapers. And then a Liberator is the other option that they have to go for basically the same build order, where they make 1 starport unit and then put it on the reactor, make 2 medevacs, and then have a very fast stim drop afterwards. So as long as you don't die to it, I think you're always in a good position. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to play more passively, very defensively, explain you guys my thought process of what exactly is happening depending on my scouting information, and then focus on my mechanics until I'm happy with those, and then I'll have maybe a week where I try to do only run bys, a week where I only do all ins, a week where I do, I don't know. You guys can also give suggestions for what kind of theme you would like this to be, but my plan was to just ladder away, see how it goes, analyze my games afterwards, and then upload it to YouTube. So for all of you that made it that far, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.